What if some of humanity's smartest minds lived thousands of years ago? What if their knowledge wasn't primitive but ahead of its time, and some of it still beyond our reach today? Around the world, ancient civilizations built complex machines, tracked the skies with mathematical precision, and engineered sustainable cities in extreme environments. Yet much of what they knew disappeared, erased by time, war, and colonization. In this video, we'll dive into three ancient cultures, the Greeks, the Maya, and the Tiwanaku, who mastered secrets of science and nature we still don't fully understand today. In 1901, sponge divers off the coast of Greece made a strange discovery inside a Roman-era shipwreck, a lump of corroded bronze with gears inside. Decades later, scientists realized what they had found: the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek device dating back to around 100 BCE. It wasn't a toy or a tool. It was a complex analog computer used to track celestial bodies, predict eclipses, and even forecast Olympic Games. What makes it so incredible? The mechanism had over 30 bronze gears, precisely cut and stacked like a Swiss watch. It modeled the movements of the sun, moon, and possibly the planets, using principles that wouldn't appear again in technology for more than 1,000 years. Some researchers even say it could account for the irregular orbit of the moon, using epicyclic gearing, a level of sophistication no one thought ancient people could achieve. Despite advances in modern tech, we still don't know exactly who made it, or how widespread this knowledge was. No other object like it has ever been found. It's possible that the secrets of this machine died with its creators, lost when knowledge centers like the Library of Alexandria were destroyed. This one mysterious artifact forces us to rethink what ancient people knew. They weren't just philosophers and poets. They were engineers, astronomers, and scientists capable of designing machines far ahead of their time. The Antikythera mechanism is a symbol of lost brilliance, a ghost of a science we may never fully recover. The ancient Maya, who flourished in Central America from around 250 to 900 AD, didn't just build pyramids and temples, they built observatories. Without telescopes or modern tools, the Maya developed one of the most advanced astronomical systems in the ancient world, using only the naked eye. They tracked the movements of Venus with stunning accuracy, even more precisely than some European systems 1,000 years later. Venus wasn't just a bright dot in the sky, it was a cosmic clock. It helped dictate when to plant crops, go to war, or hold ceremonies. Their Dresden Codex, a pre-Columbian book, includes eclipse tables that predict solar and lunar events with uncanny precision. The layout of their cities also reflected this knowledge. The observatory at Uxmal, known as the Governor's Palace, aligns with Venus's southernmost rise. At Chichen Itza, the famous El Castillo Pyramid creates a serpent-shaped shadow during the equinox, symbolizing the descent of the god Kukulkan. Perhaps the most famous part of their astronomical legacy is the long count calendar, a calendar that tracked not just days and seasons, but cosmic cycles thousands of years long. It famously ended one major cycle on December 21, 2012, sparking global fears that the world would end. But the Maya didn't predict apocalypse, they predicted transformation. To them, 2012 marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. Unfortunately, most of this knowledge was lost during the Spanish conquest. Codices were burned, astronomer priests were silenced, and temples fell. What remains are fragments, ruins, carvings, and calendars that hint at a civilization that understood time and space in ways we still struggle to grasp today. High in the Andes, near the shores of Lake Titicaca, in modern-day Bolivia, lies the ruins of Tiwanaku, one of the most advanced pre-Incan civilizations you've probably never heard of. From around 500 to 1000 AD, Tiwanaku thrived in an environment where most people today would struggle to survive. Their secret? Engineering brilliance and environmental harmony. At nearly 13,000 feet above sea level, Tiwanaku's engineers developed raised field agriculture, massive grids of earth and canals called suca colas. These fields kept crops warm at night by storing heat from the sun during the day and releasing it slowly after dark. The canals even helped prevent frost, something modern Andean farmers still study today. This method was so efficient that Tiwanaku supported a population of over 100,000 people in one of the harshest climates on Earth. But their achievements didn't stop at farming. They built massive stone structures using interlocking blocks that fit so perfectly you couldn't slide a razor blade between them. Structures like the Kalasasaya Temple were aligned with the solstices, turning the city into a living calendar. The famous Gateway of the Sun, carved from a single stone, is still a mystery. It's covered in symbols that no one has fully decoded. After Tiwanaku's collapse, likely due to climate change, these methods were largely forgotten. Their sustainable farming systems disappeared, and modern techniques haven't been able to replicate their efficiency on the same scale. Today, archaeologists and agricultural experts look back at Tiwanaku's innovations not just as historical curiosities, but as blueprints for the future. In a world facing climate challenges, this ancient society may have held answers we still haven't fully understood or learned how to use again. If these civilizations were so advanced, why did their knowledge vanish? The truth is, history isn't just about discovery, it's also about destruction. Wars, colonization, disease, and natural disasters wiped out cities and cultures. The burning of libraries, like the legendary Library of Alexandria, erased generations of learning in a single day. Spanish conquistadors destroyed Maya codices. The Tiwanaku were undone by climate shifts. Knowledge isn't always passed down. It can be lost, buried, or silenced. What we know today is only a fragment of what once was. Imagine what humanity could have achieved if none of it had been erased. From ancient Greek engineers to Maya astronomers and Tiwanaku farmers, history is filled with civilizations that mastered knowledge we still struggle to understand. They didn't just survive, they thrived by observing the world with precision, creating technologies and systems tailored to their environments. Their stories remind arts and ideas we can rediscover solutions for the challenges we face today. Because the past doesn't just belong in museums, it might hold keys to our future.